This was a senseless act of violence, and it could have happened to anybody. It just happened to happen to Larry.
Marjorie Falce Jorgensen describes her brother, 70-year-old Larry Falce, as a peaceful man who served 36 years as a San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputy.
He worked some of the most depressed areas here in the county and had interactions with gang members, homeless, all walks of life, and he respected everybody.
The incident happened on New Year's Eve in San Bernardino. Surveillance video shows 2 dogs running across the street and several cars, including Falce, trying to avoid them. But when Falce slammed on his brakes, he was rear-ended by the suspect. They both pull over and get out. It's unclear what's said between them, but about 50 seconds later, the suspect attacks. We're pausing the video right before he punches Falce, knocking him down to the ground. The suspect then tries to drive away, but watch as a Good Samaritan in another vehicle rams him. The suspect was able to escape, but 30-year-old Alonzo LaRon Smith was arrested later that night.
I am sick having to deal with these people, especially when they take the life of one of our community members, our deputy.
District Attorney Mike Ramos says the suspect is a known gang member who's been in trouble before.
He was convicted of a street terrorism with the use of a gun.
For that, he was sentenced and should have been behind bars right now. But he was let out early when the gang enhancement charges were later thrown out because of a ruling on appeal.
Because the gang member was by himself without another gang member in the car.
Falce died at the hospital last night, a procession of law enforcement escorting his body to the coroner's office. Sheriff John McMahon talked about Deputy Falce.
He said, you know, you're up there in years, but you're still driving a patrol car and being a deputy sheriff every day. He says, that's because I love doing what I do.
The suspect was arraigned in court this morning. He pleaded not guilty. The DA says he's once again going for gang enhancement charges.